Hello. This project is regarding SDE project which we have done related to the student supervisor allocation. So in this project, the main objective is basically to effectively and optimally allocate students to their corresponding supervisors for their project preferences. Like we have to allocate the students corresponding to the supervisor on the basis of the workload and the interest area which they have. So on this basis, we have to allocate them. So this effectively what we have done that first of all we have made a GUI for this. This is an application and this is the GUI of that application. What we are doing that we are first selecting the student file. Student file is basically sample student data which we have taken as a data set, and this basically contains the name of the student's ID, their keywords, and keywords are basically their preferences which they want their supervision on that particular subject. Like suppose this student was wants first preference at network algorithm, second preference as protocol, third as computation, fourth as validation, and fifth as computer system organization. So these are the student data of the all the students. And second thing is basically there is supervisor data which basically indicates supervisor ID, name, and their quota. Quota means that how many students they can take under their supervision, and keywords are there like whichever projects they can take under the supervision. So this is related to the supervision data. So these are the two data sets which we have used here. So first we have to select that data, that student data. So first we are selecting student sample data here. Now we have to browse the supervisor file that is present here, and then third is basically we have to save that where we want to save our result. So suppose we have to save a result here, so we can put the result here, and then we have to start the genetic algorithm. So here we have used a genetic algorithm for finding the optimal solution, and after that it is running the genetic algorithm. Here it is running generation by generation, and it is for in each generation basically it is performing various tasks which the steps are present in genetic algorithm. Like first it will be finding out the initialization and then the fitness, then it is selecting the two best possible solutions and then doing the crossover and mutation so that it will be able to get the more offsprings or more better results. So it is running generation by generation, and in which whatever is the generation where it finds the best possible solution, it will basically stop there. So it will run for around I think 400 to 500 generation, and then it will stop after that. So it will keep on running, and after that it will stop. So after stopping the condition, what happened that the thing which we are getting here, the result which we are getting after stopping the condition is basically this one, that this is the result which we are getting. So the result is basically indicating the fitness score. So here it is saying the number of generations which it runs. So it runs for 454 generations, and the time taken is 517 seconds, and the time per generation is 1.13 seconds, and then it is finding out the maximum student fitness, initial maximum student fitness which is 123, and then final maximum student fitness is 192. Similarly student fitness, this is minimum student fitness, and initial minimum and initial final, similarly for the supervisor. So in this basis it is finding out the best possible fitness score for the student and the supervisor, and on that basis whichever the student gets the high preference, that basically allocated to the preference according to the preference to the supervisor, and on that basis it will be coming. And like this is the solution. Like this is the supervisor name, okay, and this is the student name. For example, this student Nelly, this whose ID is 3125643, got the supervision under the this professor whose supervisor ID is AB5149. So like this, the each student is basically optimally allocated to each supervisor on the basis of genetic algorithm. So that's the reason we have used, because it finds out the optimal solution in each generation. Like this, it is running for these generations, right? So in each generation it is it finds out one particular solution, but then it runs for 400 generations, because so that to get the most optimal solution, so it gets the best optimal solution in the last generation. So that's where it stops the stopping criteria is there. And the thing which we have used here for the SD principle which is used is basically this one, that is the GUI for which we have used. This GUI is basically like MVC controller. We have used the MVC pattern because we have to find out we have to take the data from the file and we have to write the data into file. So we have used the MVC where the controller is basically taking the data and it is writing the data, and then finally it is basically showing the result back to the GUI. So that's how we have used the SDE knowledge in our project by using the design pattern MVC, and that's about this project in which the students get optimally allocated to the supervisor under the supervision, whichever preference they are given, and optimally they are allocated to the supervisor as per their preference and the fitness score which it gets calculated in the genetic algorithm. So that's all about this project. Thank you.